This week on the Max Wrestling Podcast, Ronda Rousey puts the Bellas in their place, Crown Jewel controversy, and SmackDown hits 4 digits.
Plus, Tama Tonga fires a full round of shots.
Turn that bitch to 11. We're taking it to the max.
Welcome to the Max Wrestling Podcast, episode 188, week 9 of the promo climax. I am Dazzy Dangerously, along with the best heel in the business, the Butcher, and the podcast machine / knowledge champion, Mike Larkin. Both in action this week in the promo climax.
Fantastic, yeah. Yes, we are taking over, yes.
Well, here's the thing about taking over. I'm watching the show, and I said, oh, Chris Jericho, you shrunk, and you got really, really skinny.
Yeah.
I thought you put on weight, if I was honest.
Yeah, Chris Jericho's Impact debut was awesome.
It was great.
Yeah.
He's doing brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't miss it. Couldn't miss it, no.
So,
No.
definitely made an impact, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. He wasn't fucking there.
Wasn't there. Hey, it's what you get. It's what you get.
And I don't want to
Right,
steal
it's
Butcher's
not
catchphrase, but we did tell you
Hey.
so.
We did tell you so. And on the subject of telling you so, there's a lot of subjects to talk about this week where I told you so. I did tell you so. But I want to start it with something from RWT. I'm going to do this once every week. I'm going to pick a subject which is highly topical, which I disagree with. Okay?
Yep.
Now, there's a lot on RWT I disagree with because it comes from dirt sheets. You know that element of a dirt sheet. And the champion always posts dirt sheet news. Or, you know what I mean? And they do me head in. I constantly see 3-4 fucking, you know what I mean? 4-3-4 fucking shit. You know what I mean? I never see any SE Scoops. Is SE Scoops still going? Because I don't follow it anymore.
Well, that was actually going to be one of my topics because everybody was going in the thing talking about, oh, Impact's trying to get Alberto El Patron, reported by SC Scoops, and guess what? SC Scoops was wrong. He ain't going back there.
And right, so this post was posted, and it basically is directed, and it's fucking winding me up,
Good.
at none other than Jay White, right? Being leader.
I know what you're talking about.
Right, okay, this fucking winds me up, right? Because there's certain people within RWT that get on my tits. Now, I'm the best heel in the business. I'm not there to make friends. I'm not saying I don't want to be your friend, but I'm certainly not going to tiptoe. You know what I mean? The wrestling business it's an opinionated world where you're never going to agree with someone. You know what I mean? Never in a million years. But a lot of these posts, Jay White, he's too new to be elite. Whoa, hang on a minute. Since when do you have to have, do you know what I mean? 10 years under your belt and 17 world titles or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's an example. To make you a leader of a group. Since when? You know what I mean? And a lot of these fans, for me, and this one was ideal. I don't really watch New Japan, so don't fucking comment on it then. I don't comment on it then. If you don't hardly watch New Japan, right? It's really irrelevant to your thoughts because your thought process is slowly it's directed at the company that you watch, being WWE. And the same geezer, James Marsden, also stated that the storytelling of New Japan was piss poor, coming from a WWE fan. Coming from a WWE fan, I don't think, to be honest, I don't think there was anything wrong with this Switchblade. In fact, I thought it was all right. It was all right. I've seen a hell of a lot worse in WWE and all around the world than that. Okay, this is my thing. I want your two opinions on this in a minute.
Okay.
But this is my thought process to this. This has been in the pipeline for a long time. Why would you have Jay White in the Cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beat Okada, beat Tanahashi, and then have Tanahashi win it. Okay? This, for me, has been... It's only going to go in one direction. Jay White is the new bread and butter of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's going nowhere. He's young. He's a young lion. He's gone away from New Japan. He's learned his trade in ROH, and he's come back home. Kenny Omega, right? Now, this is when it gets really funny. This is when it gets really funny. Now, to say that Jay White, right? Jay White being a bit of a young kid, he's learned his trade. He's come to New Japan. Tama Tonga, this is where people have spat their dummies out. Tama Tonga never ever said that he was the leader. Never once. Never once. I can understand that people see their ass that he's not the leader. But in all honesty, do you see Tama Tonga be in the future in New Japan Pro Wrestling? Your answer to that is no. He's not. He's got a great voice. He's got great ring presence. But the thing with Omega, right? Kenny Omega was leader of the Bullet Club. What right did Kenny Omega have to the leadership of the Bullet Club? I don't see you having a problem with that. You know what I mean? Young kid learns his trade, gets a bit of a push, and people see their asses. Do you know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get it. Please enlighten me, because shit like that makes me furious. That someone would have an opinion and then chastise my opinion because I sound a bit kind of, I don't know. Am I always that polite?
I mean, I personally, with Jay White doing this whole thing with the firing squad, I mean, I got no problem with it. I hear what you're saying about Omega and all that. Personally, I have no problem with it. I think you're fine, absolutely, with it. What do you think about it, Daz?
No problem whatsoever. I don't see any problem.
Right.
I mean, the first time I saw Jay White was at this year's Wrestle Kingdom, and how fucking far has he come since then?
He's amazing.
He fought Tanahashi.
He's amazing. He's amazing. You look at his growth. You look at his growth over a 12-month period, right? Beats Tanahashi, yeah. Then he takes the United States title off Omega.
Yep.
Then we go to the G1 Climax. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The G1 Climax.
G1,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, G1 Climax, where he beats Tanahashi, Okada, and narrowly misses out on winning it. You know? Now, I don't see why people see that as a major problem. Tama Tonga, this is where it gets, do you know what I mean, a bit weird. It's almost it's hypocritical. It's hypocritical, and it's downright stupid that someone would try and have I'm not going to say an argument because it was a topical discussion, and I quite enjoyed getting over on him every time. Because that's what I do. You know, but the conversation was always going in one direction. But Jay White doesn't deserve it because he's new. What has Jay White done? He's never held a world title. He's got no years on his belt. How could he possibly do that? No, but you'd be happy for Tama Tonga to lead him. Do you know what I mean? Tama Tonga. What's Tama Tonga done? Nothing. He's a tag team title holder. He's won nothing other than tag team titles. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you're happy with Kenny Omega being the Bullet Club leader. When Kenny Omega was brought in by AJ Styles as the cleaner. And then when it was time for AJ to be dethroned, Kenny at the time was the IWGP, wasn't he the Open?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, he was, wasn't he? So there you go, right? So Kenny Omega wasn't of a pedigree which would have then said, oh, now he can be the leader of the Bullet Club. So your conversation, Mr. Marsden, has no legs. It has no legs, no meaning. You see, there is nothing wrong in this world with someone being pushed, especially when they deserve it. His promos are second to none. His ring style is perfection. He looks $1 million. He's got a guy by him. It's like having Princess Elizabeth by his side. He got given Gado. And if you're given Gado, you're going to look like Okada. So why not have him lead the new faction? Because they are going to be the original Bullet Club, which is what did I say this?
You did.
I did say this. Thank you. See, I don't talk shit all the time. Okay? I said what was going to happen with the Elite, and I said it ages ago. I said when that little tiff, remember that little tiff between the Bucks?
Yep.
And Kenny Omega, I stated the Elite were going to break away from the Bullet Club. Look how many months back that was. There is no money in having two Bullet Clubs. No money. Okay, they're not using the Firing Squad. They may be using Firing Squad logos, but they're not using the Firing Squad title. They're not. In fact, I'm quite happy they're not, because I actually thought it was quite shit. If I was honest, the more it went on, I thought Firing Squad. It's do you know what I mean? That's not really got any meaning. They don't do the bang thing like Kenny Omega does the bang. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it really didn't have any purpose. And what was the other thing I was listening to? Emir.
Oh yeah.
Oh my man. Oh, I love this guy. And then, out of all the people to disappoint me, Mr. Costello, why did you have to do it? We have so much love.
Oh yeah.
And then
talking about Miz in the New Day, right? Yeah.
No, well, kinda. But then he says, Jay White's not Tongan. I was like, oh god.
Jeez.
Oh no, he didn't go there.
Dear.
He didn't go there. No, Ishimori. And then you've got, is Tanahashi? Yeah?
Actually, yeah.
Come on, Emir. Why do we have to play the race card? You know, that's just me. I thought that was a great. You know what? This is what makes Harold Hunter III the champ, right? I've noticed a lot of people since Harold Hunter, basically, he's got the title now and he's had it for X amount of days. I've just noticed a lot of people just posting for the sake of posting. Right? A lot of people. Mr. Burnham, you want it bad, you do. You want it bad. I tell you what. Oh, my Lord. You want it bad. But no, on Hunter's comments, man, Hunter's content It's completely different to anyone else's. And it was weird because I was commenting on some of his stuff, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, his stuff does have a lot of it does bring a lot of topical conversations. Hunters,
Mm-hmm.
it does, doesn't it? I mean, that's I think that's the one thing I can say about Harold's content is it's not just plugged from anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Pulled from anywhere.
Yeah.
It's thought of. Do you know what I mean? He knows his shit, Harold does. He does know his stuff. But I mean, it's funny today. I posted one today. Best deal. And Dave Byrne will come back with a fucking comment, which I said to him the other day. And the only reason I said the one the other day was because it was me that fucking posted it. Already been done. Yeah, so...
So speaking of the Bullet Club OGs, Tama Tonga's not shy.
Oh,
God, no.
oh my God. Okay. Dave Meltzer posts, oh my God, locker room morale. And Tama Tonga says, fuck yourself, Dave Meltzer. Fuck yourself.
See, no, I would love just to give him a hug there. But Tama, virtual hug from me to you. You know what I mean? What a guy.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel, Tama.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I love the guy, man. I love the guy. I just, do you know what worries me about Tama?
His mouth?
Yeah. but that's his main strength.
Mm.
That's what makes him stand out from everyone else, and that's what when I look at it, I think, please don't ever join WWE.
Oh God.
I know it's probably a massive payday. It'll be a massive payday for them. But if they've got any sense, they will look at Gallows and Anderson and go, no. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think Tama's got his head screwed on properly. He knows exactly what
I hope
WWE's
so.
like.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
He seems like probably one of the most loyal.
In there, man.
Oh no. Tama
You know what I mean?
seems to me to be like one of the most loyal foreign wrestlers in New Japan.
Yeah. I could see Farley literally fucking strangling Vince McMahon. I could just see it.
We're gonna do a segment with the New Day. Fuck him.
Fuck him. Okay. We're not doing a segment with a New Day.
That's the first time I went after Meltzer,
Mhm.
asking him where he got this information about foreign wrestlers being unhappy in New Japan and all this shit. Then he goes after Kenny Omega for basically the same thing. So if anybody's fueling these rumors about the Elite leaving New Japan, it's Tama.
Do you think there's any truth in it, though? You see, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one because it gains so much. It has. They can walk away with everything. So they've got X amount of months to carry on building, which, in all honesty, I think if they were going the way of doing that, I think New Japan would pull the plug on them now, because they wouldn't let the Elite take up TV time with new logos, with new T-shirts. This is why they're giving them getting the last shirts out. Do you know what I mean? But then obviously rebranding the Elite, they've got the YouTube channel, they've got all that freaking stuff going on. And we all know their contracts are up basically after Wrestle Kingdom. You know?
Yeah. It is quite 50-50 because you could say they've got nothing left. They've accomplished literally everything they could accomplish
Well, they don't
in
need
New
to
Japan.
do anything else. I mean, look at if it's a case of the Elite existing in multiple brands, it could happen. And multiple promotions, you know what I mean? For me, the way I look at it is, I think there would be more. It's more likely that Cody and the Bucks leave, because what have the Bucks got left to do? Nothing. Nothing. Another. Do you know what I mean? They at the minute the Bucks are playing hot potato with the tag titles. Do you know what I mean? They've just lost the Ring of Honor titles, obviously, to Scoot. They're constantly in you know what I mean, in New Japan's title picture. You know what I mean? And we criticize WWE for their tag team division. New Japan's is shocking, considering they have that many. Do you know what I mean? That big of a roster, it's shocking.
And like what, three massive factions?
Well, exactly. Kess, very rarely seen now in New Japan. I don't know whether it's obviously because of visas. Obviously, Davey's doing a lot on World of Shitty Sport. Lance is doing his own thing in the States, and every now and again they're getting booked in New Japan. I just don't understand the whole tag team division in New Japan, if I'm honest. But I think it would be more likely than it would. If you think about it, the elite would be the biggest brand in wrestling if it went across all promotions. And I think, but then what you've got to do then is you've got to have someone like Vince McMahon agree to take a percentage, and they've got to agree on a percentage with New Japan. And then Billy Corgan.
Which is unlikely because we all know Vince likes to own everything.
Vince likes 100%, man. Vince likes the label. And he's never going to get the elite label. You know what I mean? I mean, Finn Balor. Finn Balor was Bullet Club. He owned Bullet Club. And then
sold it to New Japan.
Do you know what I mean? Sold it to New Japan. So, yeah.
Yeah, like we said, they've got nothing else to accomplish, any of them, except for maybe Cody, who hasn't won the IWGP title. But the only thing that would keep them there is... I don't think Cody
needs it, though, Daz, does he? He doesn't need it. I know it'd be nice to have on his CV.
Yeah,
but that's not saying that Cody could never, ever go back there, is it? Do you know what I mean? I think at the minute his stocks are high, aren't they? His stock levels are huge. He's at that point where in his career, you know what I mean? One loss could start a chain of losses, and then your stocks drop. His stocks are that high. I think if Vince wants him back, he's got to do it now. He has to do it. Go in, win. Do you know what? Fucking have him win the Rumble. How good would that be if that's what they did?
That would be a moment.
Have him win the Rumble. Have him win the Rumble, and then have him beat John Cena for the title at WrestleMania.
The only thing is, of course, Vince would have to give him creative control, because Cody knows exactly what he's worth.
Easy, man. He's got to go in there, man, with the American Nightmare. He fucking got him, man. Patrick Bateman all the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, he can't be dashing, or he can't be, just Cody Rhodes. He's got to be the American Nightmare.
I like dashing, though, man.
I do, too.
Dashing was amazing. Dashing was amazing. The mirror on the T-shirt and that.
Oh, yes.
So cool.
Yeah.
But he's established.
But he just uses it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He uses it as Patrick Bateman. Like.
And bring Brandy and the dog.
So cool. Yeah, that's what I mean. There you go. She has gained so much momentum from this. She could walk in. Do you know what? It's not often as I'd mark out for a woman in a WWE ring, but if she walked out and attacked Charlotte, I would mark out. You know what I mean? I just think her as a valet. You can't have Cody without Brandy.
No.
And I mean, just imagine him walking out at Mania with Pharaoh, and he's you know what I mean, his entourage, DDP, Tommy. old Glacier and Brandy's dad is all an old man. Gonna nail your daughter tonight, Sid.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna dress her in gold.
Oh, I got.
And then all she is beyond from underneath the bed is.
Wrestling is more than one royal family.
I fucking love that theme, dude. Don't even get me started. I love that theme song. All right, here's what I'm gonna say. So, All In, we did see, because you were talking about females there. Speaking of females, Jordan Grace, she just signed with a company. Guess which company she signed with?
Impact.
For 2 years. Yep.
Yeah. Silly girl.
Has she actually signed, or has she agreed to a few dates?
No,
2 years.
they actually. I think they did lock her in for 2 years. Yep.
Oh, they do
Silly
know how
girl.
to do contracts, then.
They do.
Silly girl.
Oh.
While we're on the subject of a very, 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 very bad company, we might as well just cover this.
Yeah.
Austin Aries.
Now,
I think. Do you know what? Work or not? I'll work or no work, guys.
well, I think the finish was a work, but yeah, he is obviously done with Impact now.
Well, Petey Williams said on his podcast that was Aries' last appearance, but everybody's saying, "Oh, it's a work. He's trying to do this like loose cannon gimmick, and we'll probably see him back in the future." I'm like, no, I think he's done.
So Austin Aries is done with Impact for the 4th time.
Is it 4th? I thought it was like 6 or 7.
So, 4th time, I think. The first one was when he brought him with his the silly feathers and
when he's Austin Starr.
jacket. Austin Starr. I think he went away back to ROH then he came back for a brief spell. I think it is the 4th time. I think it is the 4th time.
He's right.
So now we have a faction which was built a short time ago, and 2 guys in limbo. One guy I couldn't give a shit about. The other guy I really, really do like, and that being Killer Cross.
Mm-hmm.
I've sent him a few messages, sent him a few tweets. You know what I mean? Talking. Cool guy. I just don't want to see him. I think the damage is already done to his character, to be honest with you, because he had momentum. He already had momentum. You know what I mean? For the cards and stuff like that.
And now his leader's up and left.
I think his strength will show through the White Rabbit, though. It's a shame because the Killer Cross thing could have had could have been very, very good. It's not. I don't have any faith in him. I just don't have any faith in Impact Wrestling and its booking.
Here's the thing with him, like, he's so good at what he does with the White Rabbit. He's got like such charisma, and he's so good mic wise in ring. I think
His
that
psychology is superb.
Absolutely. And then you look at a guy like Moose, who's wearing whatever the hell he's wearing, and
He's a dickity. It's just not. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, dude. I just don't get it.
He's channeling
Austin Aries.
Yeah.
Austin Aries for me is going to go back to ROH, and we will possibly see Austin Aries versus Jay Lethal down the road for the.
Okay, Butcher, I'll say this to you as far as Aries goes. I said this to Daz because right before Impact Wrestling at BFG, he was on Talk as Jericho, and Jericho joked with him, "We got to get a Chris Jericho-Austin Aries match." I said, "Watch, there's your New Japan match right there, Jericho and Aries for the IWGP Intercontinental title at Wrestle Kingdom."
I'm not sure that Aries can enter Japan. I'm not sure. I'm sure I read something a while ago about something on his passport which restricts him from entering Japanese soil.
Okay.
Oh, you've been a bad boy.
But saying that, is the New Japan do a lot of shows in the US anyway.
Yeah,
so, you know, I'm not too sure if there's any coming up before Wrestle Kingdom. To be honest with you, I got to be honest. Austin Aries doesn't do it for me anymore.
No, not me.
Not me either.
You know what I mean? He doesn't do it for me anymore. I think he's one of them guys that He doesn't struggle. I think he's a great ring worker. I think he's got tremendous ability on a mic. He's very, very convincing. But I think he's a bit generic. I think his ring style has become a very... Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah.
I think his ring style's... He's become a bit complacent with his style. I mean, you go back a few years and you look at that match he had with Bully Ray for the TNA World Title.
Yes.
You know, Brainbuster. Yeah, Bully Ray, a 300-pound guy with a brainbuster. You know what I mean? Unheard of. Well, I wouldn't have said he could have done it. I've got to be honest, but he didn't just do pick him up and fall. If anything, I think he looks weaker now than he did. I watched him brainbust freaking
Johnny Impact,
and I thought he struggled to hold him. Whether that's down to, do you know what? Whether that's down to, I'm going to do the old inverted commas thing. The inverted commas thing is neck injury, which apparently he had in WWE, and that was obviously, well, he said so himself. WWE had nothing for him. They weren't willing to take a chance, were they? No. He weren't willing to get the surgery because of pay. He wasn't going to get paid. So he must have been on. He was either spending out of his means. You know, no wonder Thea Trinidad fucked him off. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, he was either spending above his means because he's not had his surgery done since he's gone away, since he's gone back to Impact. But he doesn't look the same guy.
No.
And I mean, it's just funny when you build in a faction, and you've got Killer Cross. I kind of get that as his bodyguard. Do you know what I mean? You know, every bodyguard's got a bit of a streak. You know what I mean? A psychological edge over other people. But why the fuck did he get Moose?
I didn't get that either. They just kind of did like a heel turn out of nowhere.
It was desperation, wasn't it? It was just weird. But it was like right. We've got three guys in this faction. One's obviously the man. Mm-hmm. We'll call him the man because he's the world champion. One is the former world champion.
Mm-hmm.
Moose did win it, didn't he? No.
Oh no, Moose has never won the Impact.
Right. So Moose is the former
the grand champion.
Grand champion. And then we've got this guy here. Quite honestly, we don't know what to do with him. We think he's a bit green, but we think he could learn from being a number 2 or number 3. But we don't want Moose to be, Moose. We don't want Moose to basically burn out. Stupid. There's no thought process in it.
And well, when you
now they're giving Johnny freaking Impact the title.
Yep.
Oh my lord! Are you for real? Talking about a guy that's generic.
Can we just call him Johnny Five Names?
He's shite, man. Johnny one name for me, man. He's shite. Do you know what I mean? Johnny two names. He's shite.
That Starship Pain just looked like he was just going through the motions.
Did you see his stupid moonsault? I'm sick of his parkour style.
Oh, the parkour thing off the barricade, yeah.
It just looked dangerous.
But people were...
do you know what? I used to be big on him in WWE. But now I can honestly see why they've never gone back in for him.
Well, he was kind of a dick to them anyway because of that. I think it really started with him whereas at WrestleMania. Remember where he gave the cold shoulder to Trish Stratus after that match? Yeah, that was not good with him because I remember that was the one that he wanted Melina in there, but WWE went with Trish, and it's like, Trish or Melina, Trish or Melina, which are we gonna put in the match?
That's just wrong, like, because I just think it's just silly. But like I say, I just hope now that, I mean, obviously from your show you did with Killer Cross, he did actually say in your show, didn't he, Mike, that he wanted to work with Johnny.
Oh yeah,
So
and
I kind of hope now that, you know what I mean.
And I mean,
That's
these are guys that know each other very well from Mexico and AAA, Killer Cross, Ty Valkyrie, and Johnny Impact. So I'm sure we're going to get a Johnny Impact Killer Cross match.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And what you mentioned desperation, like last week's ratings, the go home, it didn't even crack the top cable 150. It was 183,000 viewers. It was so bad for the go home show. And then now we found out this week that not this week, but starting the following week, Impact goes to 10 p.m. Eastern for us here in these states. So we get it at 10 p.m. Eastern. It'll go off at midnight. So pretty much you lost your prime time spot from 8 to 10. Now it's 10.
Did anyone watch Bound for Glory?
No, I saw a few clips.
I saw clips as well, and one of my homies was there, so I could just tell you from his experience. Yeah, you watched it?
I watched it.
You did? Okay.
I watched it all. Yeah, I watched it all.
What'd
I wouldn't say it was bad.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it was bad by any standard. I've seen it. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Yeah.
Jeez.
You know,
I honestly did try and watch Slammiversary. I got like an hour into it.
I enjoyed Taya and Tessa Blanchard.
Okay.
That was a good outing. I thought the LAX thing was an absolute fucking sham.
Wait, hold on. Before you go anywhere else, speaking of shams, Butcher, I saw this, and I'm gonna watch the whole show during the week. Comment on Rosemary Sue Young in the Undead Realm.
Right. Okay. So yeah, oh my god. So first of all, you go to the lengths of bringing in Father James Mitchell, where Ali basically wants to go in and rescue Kia Hogan. Mm-hmm. So she does a deal with the devil, but he says in order for her to go in, she must stay. Her body must stay out. She can. Do you know what I mean? So she's gonna do some sort of spell where her soul will come out and go into the spirit realm, right? Mm-hmm. So she goes in. People, and she finds Kira Hogan in the casket. They get out. They fight, and they're becoming a bit overwhelmed now. They're fighting and they're just losing. Then all of a sudden, it's Rosemary. You know, she appears from nowhere and she starts fighting everything back, right? To the point, right, where they escape the casket. Only then for Ali to turn around and she's got a demonic voice. Whoa. Do you know what I mean? Oh my
You forgot the best part. What about like the superpowers of Rosemary and Sue Young? Like those...
Oh, did you see it? They were like the Street Fighter.
It was something out of like Pokemon or Digimon.
I was waiting, man. I just wanted Hadouken. All right. That's what I wanted. Tiger, uppercut. Right. Punching a bit of Street Fighter, Yoga Flame.
The thing is, people are listening to this and like, did that really happen? Yes, that happened.
That for me, right? That for me, whoever done that I'm gonna say he's a living legend. I'm gonna say he's a living legend because if as shit as it was, it made my night. Because it was just like watching Total Deletion.
It was very broken.
It was corny, and it was terrible, but I will always remember it. Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of stuff on there which, do you know what I mean? World title, absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. That's your world title. That's your bread and butter. That's supposed to be your pedestal. Forget it. You know what I mean? Forget about it. You know, Tessa Blanchard. I like that, to be honest with you. OVE,
They won.
but it was bad. I can't believe how bad Pentagon looks there. Brian Cage, he looks brilliant. He does look good. You know? Phoenix. And then obviously, James Ellsworth.
Well, I even said it. It's so funny because it's supposed to be anybody from New York. James Ellsworth is from Baltimore, number one, but he had to use the line, "I used to date a girl from Staten Island."
I liked the old crowd reaction going delete, as if basically just to tell them to fuck off.
Exactly.
You're an absolute joke. And then obviously that happens, and then Eli Drake, the monster abyss, comes up. Fuck, you know. Just retired already, man. Seriously, because it's a shame, because I want to see that old abyss. But that's the sad thing now, guys, is he looks old.
He is.
I know he is, but he's been out of condition for years. Do you know what I mean? The thing with watching someone like Undertaker is, Undertaker hasn't gained weight. He still trains to a massive. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. To a level where he can keep himself maintained. We've got to remember that some of these guys have controlled their weight, and that they've gone from big to small over the years. So they have to be careful, don't they, with the muscle structure around the heart. So they still have to train. Ric Flair still has to train. Ric Flair stops. That's a lot of the problem with Flair now, is his illness over the years. Is his dad probably down to shit like that? He doesn't train. You know? Not training is causes more problems than anything. And I just think I watched Park, and I just think I miss that old dude, man, in the blue shirt and the leather, you know what I mean, the leather pants, and even the nuthouse suit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think the moment Hulk Hogan's immortal thing happened, like that fucked the biz up. It ruined him. The change of the mask. He lost his half mask and went with, do you know, Kane effect?
Yeah.
The Kane effect. They messed around with shit that made him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kane's attire was everything.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know what I mean? The full arm and the shoulder.
Yeah.
The full arm suit, didn't he? And then the half, the shoulder, like a singlet effect, but it wasn't. And then the full mask, and they just ruined him. Then they went to like that vest thing, because they're like, Vince was like sitting there one day in the locker room, and Kane walks in with no shirt on. He goes, "Damn, Kane, you got some arms. Let's cut his arms off his suit." Kane. You know what I mean? But I just think the best just looks silly now.
Well, he was the talk of the weekend because of his Hall of Fame speech. He gives his heartfelt speech, and then the Austin area Johnny Impact thing happened.
That was definitely a work, no doubt about that one.
Well, and you even said it's like they are that desperate for people to watch the show that they didn't angle at the end of a Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah, that's just desperate.
Terrible. Terrible.
Remind us again, Mike, what's the new time slot?
Oh God! All right, so they went from 8 to 10 this week for on Poppity Pop Pop TV. It's 8 to 10. Then the replays at 10 to 12 Eastern, and then the following week is when they start going from 10 p.m. Easterns on Thursdays. And mind you, next month is when the Pop TV deal is up. So let's see if Pop TV keeps them, or does Pop TV say fuck them?
Which means, UK viewers, if you manage to find a totally legitimate and legal stream online, you're going to have to be getting up at 3 a.m. to watch Impact every week.
Oh, do you know what, guys?
Go
It's
ahead.
just dawned on me.
Yes.
We have been talking Impact for 50 minutes.
I know, we haven't even talked about WWE yet.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Impact in 50 minutes. We need to do it in 60 seconds. Do you know what? No, they were good topical conversations today, I think.
They were.
Yeah. Impact in 50 minutes used to be 60 seconds.
That's 50 minutes. But it was true. I mean, they had that whole thing that went down and people were talking, but and I mean, everybody's like, well, what are they going to do? And I even said, I think I said it last week, if they lose the Pop TV deal here, where the hell are they going to go? Like, really, where the hell are they going to go? And the only thing I mentioned was WGN America, because Ring Warriors is on that channel, and Killer Cross, as you mentioned, Killer Cross is the Ring of Warriors world champion right now. And that show was on Saturdays at 8 a.m. on WGN America. So I'm just
Who's Lucha Underground with?
Lucha Underground is on in America. It's on it's on the El Rey network.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can also see it on Netflix. So.
I just think it's.
Oh, UK. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm not even at the point now where I say it'd be sad if they close their doors.
There has never been a legitimate way to watch Lucha in the UK.
Oh wow! Okay, I didn't even know that.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
Never.
And it's a shame, man, because I've been enjoying that this year.
It is.
I've been enjoying that. This season's fantastic. Really good.
And I mean, we got season 5. They did confirm that season 5 is coming, and I think we only have a couple more weeks until Ultima Lucha Cuatro.
Amazing. Well, it's fucking not amazing because I already know the fucking ending.
I know.
It's the Impact effect.
You know, it's just silly. It's because it's all pre-taped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just.
Well, I was gonna say, are you guys happy because like I only mention SC Scoops because I know Butcher hates it and I hate it too because everybody was like, oh yeah, well everybody was freaking out. Oh my God, with what happened with El Patron, they're really gonna bring him in at the Las Vegas tapings, and then it comes out,
he's never gonna come back there.
Exactly, they debunked the rumor like that because it's
never go back there, man. He fucked them over.
Yeah, like why would you bring him back? At least that's a smart move.
No, man,
even they ain't that desperate.
Yeah, they're not that desperate.
You know, he left Impact, man, basically with the intention of showing up on WWE, and his phone didn't ring.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Triple H is going to cut him back.
He was actually believing the dirt sheets himself, the stupid fucker. You know what I mean? Look at this, Holmes. Vince McMahon is watching me.
Errol.
You know what I mean? Go see my little mamacita. Gonna pop my little chipolate in a taco.
My little baby.
There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
We gotta be doing something great.
It is time. It is time.
Who are you trying to kid?
I do not give a damn.
Because you're too scared to do the job your goddamn self.
I need someone that's has that, some energy in them.
You guys know nothing about me.
I'm gonna take you out.
Promo climax time.
Promo climax. Promo climax. You're all on fucking notice. Maybe this guy has been too nice for a long time.
I can appreciate someone who has conviction in their voice, who can speak fire from their lungs.
But the fact that everyone believes that the Butcher's gonna win the promo climax and not me just makes me sick.
We are taking over.
Matt Wrestling presents Promo Series 3 Lethal Games, November 17th and the pre-show on November 16th. Go to maxwrestling.net for more information. Listening to The Time Is Now by Atreyu, the second theme song for Promo Series 3, taken from their album In Our Wake, available October 12th on iTunes and Spotify. Promo Series 3 Lethal Games comes your way November 17th, featuring the final of the promo climax, the crowning of the new promo champion, NXT TakeOver Wargame predictions, Survivor Series predictions, and the second annual Winner Stays On Showdown for Mike's Knowledge Championship.
Well, here's the thing. What does that tell you when WWE don't want you? They bring back Rey Mysterio. He beats Nakamura, and he's in the World Cup tournament now for Best in the World.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I've got no, let's do Raw first.
Okay. Let's go into Raw.
Let's do Raw first. Got to contain myself, Mike. You know what I mean?
All right.
So, everyone pick a topic, Raw. Go on. Daz, you first.
Okay, Daz.
Pick a topic. A highlighted topic of Monday Night Raw.
I know what he's going to say.
Yes, he does, because there's only one worth talking about for me, and I don't care if I got worked. I will gladly be a mark for that segment.
Good.
Let me see if I can alliterate this. Rowdy Ronda Rousey roasted Bellas on Raw. Now I know her mic skills are very, very shaky, but that for me was her best promo so far. Not just because of what she said, because she handled it really well. She didn't seem to stumble.
No, agreed. No, I do have to agree with that, to be honest with you. No, she didn't. She did handle it well, especially in the, in the company of two people that deserve to be in the top 5, biggest heel turns. Oh my God, swerves. Oh my God, man. I know that was fake as shit, and someone created that crap. You know what I mean? Just to cause controversy and arguments. But really, come on, RWT. You know what I mean? Don't be silly. Just don't even bother sharing it. Come on.
WWE seem to have this habit lately of releasing these top 5 whenever they're trying to build something, and there's always a bullshit one in there, because all they're trying to do is market this match.
Well, that's it. Did they not think that, come on. I was right, and I thought that myself. Jesus Christ, one of the biggest turns on a friend in wrestling history is, other than Michael's Jannetty, it's Hulk Hogan, Macho Man.
Mm-hmm.
The mega, it was like a pay-per-view. the mega powers explode. You know what I mean? I just remember it. Just Randy Savage smashing up Hulk Hogan, and Elizabeth's like, Randy, don't.
You got lust in
And we
your eyes.
had Triple H and Shawn Michaels wasn't even on the list. They feuded for 4 fucking years.
I mean, hello.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You know, it was just bullshit. It really was bullshit.
They did the same when they were building for Undertaker versus Triple H. They did this top 5 rivals for Triple H, top 5 rivals for Undertaker. The top one for each one was each other. What a fucking surprise.
Not a shock at all. I mean, did you guys like the whole Taker Kane promo that they cut on Raw for against DX?
Oh, better than the one he cut on SmackDown, but we'll get to that.
That is very true. I mean, Butcher
nice.
Promo.
So, I want to talk about Apollo Crews.
Oh my God! The fire lit under Apollo Crews. Where did that come from?
He's still
smiling.
I know, but he was fired. I'm trying to be nice.
Did you see that gorilla press?
That was nice.
Elias ain't a small guy, dude.
He's not.
Elias ain't a small guy. I think it's a shame because I don't want to see Elias carry on to be booked the way he's, you know what I mean, against nobodies. But and then, you know, Elias is basically telling Cruz that he sucks. He's like, you know, and Cruz, you know, he's like, Cruz is like, bottom lip pops out. He's like, You know what? You don't want to light a fire in my belly, man. You don't want to light a fire in my belly. I'll kick your ass. You know what I mean? And then Elias is just laughing at him.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say, Apollo.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going to listen to a guy that's been walking out with a walrus. You know what I mean?
I was about to say, we got no more Titus Worldwide, so that's a good thing.
Oh, well, that is fantastic. The only thing that we'll see now next week is Darren Young returns. I want to be with Darren.
My man, Darren.
I want to be with Darren. My man.
Oh, God, don't get me started with my man. Fucking Leo Rush. Shut up.
Yeah, you go. See? There you go. See? Unbelievable, isn't it? It's just... I can't contain how angry it makes me.
Listening
honestly.
to Leo Rush is like having a cheese grater against my ear.
It's such a shame because if he didn't do what they're doing with him, continuously talk, we would be onto something. But I really do think that will have a detrimental, negative effect on Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, because I'm not interested in seeing him on TV if that little prick's going to keep
shouting. There you go. Exactly, if that continues. And it won't be long until fans hate it already. You can hear them. And that
they hated it from day one.
That isn't constructive. A constructive, do you know what I mean? Hate. That is a shut the fuck up or I'm going to strangle you, you little cunt.
And that's the thing. He's got so much talent in ring, but once he picks up that mic and does that, Lashley, my man, and I'm like, no, shut up.
The only silver lining I can see is obviously Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to be coming back, and they've both been quote injured by Bobby Lashley.
And then we got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn as the faces against Bobby Lashley.
Okay, right. So then we've got the finale, right? We spent the whole night, with it evolving around. We've seen Drew in action. We've seen Dolph in action. And then we get to 3-on-3 again.
Oh, God.
Again. Okay? Yeah. Again. As if we need to see it again. We tease the Dean Ambrose heel turn. He goes to kick Seth. He goes to go for it, but then he's calmed down. It's like the scene. It's like the scene from Stalks. Have you seen Stalks, the film?
Bits of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a bit in there where he's like, you got like the little creepy little dude. You know what I mean? The little creepy little bird, and he's like, "Did you see the game last night?" You know what I mean? When he's that one, that dude, little snitch. and he's like, and he's watching the match, and he's like, and then they took the lead, only to get it back, and then we lost the lead, only to get it back, and that's exactly what that match was. Dean Ambrose, he almost turned heel, only to get it back, and that was it. You were waiting the whole freaking match for it, and then. Do you know what? It left me with an everlasting smile, though, because one thing great came out of that. Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
And what did I say, guys?
Yeah.
He was going to turn on Dolphin, then. Yep.
I did say it, didn't I?
You did.
And we're not talking last week or the week before.
No, you said it months ago.
We're talking months ago. Thank you. Thank you. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Fucking Claymore.
Took a fucking Braun's head off. Yeah.
Unbelievable. The guy's a beast. The guy's a beast. The only thing that made me chuckle. Who was it? What did he say? They were talking in the commentary.
Well, Corey Graves.
Yeah, I can't think who he fucking said. He said something about Drew.
Well, he had a lot of great lines on Monday. I mean, he had the whole thing where Alex was rolling through his grave with the Trish Stratus lead.
I'm gonna have to find this now. It's fucking that means stitches.
Oh,
I was like, how the hell are you gonna compare that to that?
He said a lot. He did say a lot. Corey Graves was great this week.
I do kind of think, though, maybe they should have saved this for after Crown Jewel, because now we got Braun feuding with Roman, and he's going to be feuding with Drew and Dolph.
Yeah, like, what's going on? There's like a bunch. Or, here's what they could do, and I'm just going to put this out there. We got I'm going to say it's probably going to be at Survivor Series. And not Kurt Angle, Baron Corbin one-on-one, but it'll probably be like a Team Angle versus Team Corbin match.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I could see there. Did you guys like Authors of Pain squashing the Conquistador and then Kurt Angle slam Baron Corbin?
Oh, we knew it wasn't Kurt Angle.
And he was no way Jose with the conga line Kurt dance like a Conquistador again.
I mean, Kurt unmasked last week. Why would he put the mask back on and then go back out there?
Who knows?
That was stupid. We knew it wasn't Kurt Angle.
Because he didn't have his gear. That's what they want you to think. He didn't have his gear. He was dressing like the Conquistador again. I know. I'm just trying to make sense of it.
So what if he doesn't have his gear? Baron Corbin wrestles in a freaking suit.
That is very true. You gotta point out that one. Oh, speaking of the girls, dude, did you see all the girls on Twitter once that Battle Royal was announced? They were not happy.
Yeah. Well, you can't celebrate WWE's women's division without a freaking Battle Royal, right?
Well, here's the thing. They just had a Battle Royal at the Rumble, the WrestleMania, and now we're doing it again. And the only person that's from, the Ruthless Aggression era that's in is Tori Wilson.
I mean, I know how they feel because I hate when WWE do women's Battle Royals because they do it for no reason, just to fill the ring with loads of women.
Yep. And they deserve better. I was hoping Nia would get that match with Beth Phoenix, like I mentioned. I know you wanted to see Nia and Karma butcher, but I'm just like, yeah, they put Nia Jax and everybody that could have, like, decent matchups in a friggin' Battle Royal. I mean, come on. Iconics. What's a great tag match for them? Put them against Lay Cool. Lay Cool did their thing, and to put Lay Cool in the Iconics, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I agree with that. Because to me, that's a perfect match.
Exactly, but they put everybody in the Battle Royal.
I do love the fact
another
that they
battle
all...
royal. Well, that for me is it's a problem solver, for women's wrestling. They constantly do it. They've done it all the time. When they encounter a problem with women, we'll do a battle royal.
Yeah.
It is the old school way of the early 2000s wrestling. Do you know what I mean? When in doubt, have a battle royal.
Yep.
The inaugural battle royal. All Raw and SmackDown contestants will be in a ring, and the winner will get nothing.
I absolutely love the fact that they all tweeted gifts at the same time.
The Andre the Giant spray-painted trophy. You know what I mean? It's absolutely shocking. You know what I mean? So we build up, right? You got this battle royal. Obviously, and you've got Tamina.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
She is. She's back. She's back. Don't know for how long. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean. She's having a face off, and she with Nia.
Well, they're cousins. They're cousins.
You know, who the hell do you think you are? Your cousin, bitch. I mean, don't make me get in that ring and kick your ass.
And
You remember who used to breastfeed you? I mean, no, that's your mama. You know.
I mean, and then they did the whole thing like they do at Battle Royals. Everybody's eliminated everybody, and Dana Brooke was the one standing tall at the end of that.
Funny that one, eh? I just liked how it went off air as soon as the cameraman was just like you could hear like the in the background. Cut to the last person in the ring. Are you sure? Dude, you see who it is? Cut to the last person in the ring. Do it. It's Dana fucking Brooke, man. Yeah. Nobody on TV is gonna want to see this.
Do you know what? Out of all those women who tweeted like negative reactions to the Battle Royal at the same time, which is a brilliant sign of solidarity, the only one who tweeted something positive with 5 arm flexes was Tori Wilson. Of course you're happy about a Battle Royal. You haven't got to do nothing.
Tori Wilson's back wwrestling. She don't fucking care. She's gonna be on the card.
Of course she's happy it's a Battle Royal. She hasn't got to do much.
Dude. I pray to God that that's the first match on the whole card, if I'm honest.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see it being up. I think it'll be mid, if I'm honest.
I was going to mention the UK one because Rhea Ripley is supposed to defend the UK Women's Championship, and I believe her opponent, I don't know if it's announced yet, but the rumor is it's going to be Isla Dawn. Are you guys down for that? Rhea Ripley and Isla Dawn?
Isla Dawn.
The witch character? She got like that witch character. She's on NXT UK, and she was in the main.
Yeah, I've seen her. I'm not sure if it's what I would do. But I'm okay with it, you know?
And I mean, as we're recording this, we got NXT UK, the debut episode, featuring Pete Dunne defending the UK title against Noam Dar, the Scottish Supernova. Alicia Fox. Yes. We shall see.
So on to the World Cup. Let me just say, the participants so far. Here's where they're all from.
Okay.
Massachusetts, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Tennessee. North Carolina.
Yeah.
Ohio. Iowa.
That is everything.
Oh,
and don't give me that Mexican shit. Raised from California. So there's no international talent in this World Cup. They're all from the US.
Pretty much.
So it's a US Cup. They could have put Samoa Joe and all these guys in it, and Rusev, and they all got eliminated. So you had a Scotsman, a Bulgarian.
If they had any intelligence, they'd have put Kofi Kingston in there because he's from Jamaica.
Yeah, he's from Ghana.
You know what I mean? There's no. You know what I mean? He's from Ghana,
well,
Jamaica.
He used to be Jamaican.
He's supposed to be from Jamaica.
Well, he's also a Massachusetts guy too, and I'm sure he's mentioned that. But I mean, yeah, Ghana, West Africa, his family heritage. But no, they don't put fucking Kofi in it. They put everybody who's pretty much American in it. And I know, like you mentioned, Ray, they'll say Mexico, but I'm like, no, he's San Diego, California. Hello.
Tijuana, man. He's from Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Put Lana in there. At least she pretends to be Russian. Sometimes. Sometimes.
Don't start it.
So Mohammed Hassan again.
Oh, God.
I even
we got the Iron Sheik. We'll bring the Iron Sheik in. I was talking really
humble.
I even would have accepted Jinder Mahal because I know he's Canadian, but they.
Well, he's Indo-Canadian.
Yeah, I would have accepted Jinder Mahal at least, but no, they're all US.
Hang on,
good.
Is Finn Balor in it?
No.
Wow, he's fucking Irish.
I know. Well, this week he squashed Jinder Mahal. My God. Welcome back.
So many. Let's go see, man. You could have had Cesaro. You could have had Sheamus. You could have had Finn Balor.
Yeah,
you could have had Jinder.
How Samoa Joe isn't in it? I don't know.
I don't get it either. I mean, here's the thing. I watched SmackDown. I watched The Miz win quickly because obviously we're going to get Rusev versus Aiden English for the near future. I watched the Ray match with Nakamura, which I thought it was fine. But you knew Ray was winning because they're promoting. It's the first time we've seen him in years, and he's back. And then I see
the Rumble.
I know, but we're supposed to forget the Rumble. Like we're supposed to forget that the Women's Battle Royal happened at the Rumble, but okay. And then we get the Evolution thing where he hasn't beaten me, so wheels are spinning. Batista versus Triple H.
I gotta say, Batista was fantastic.
Keep it in your pants, Rick. Keep it in your pants.
Do you know what I loved about it was the fact you could tell it wasn't scripted.
He's learned some mic. He's
Yeah.
learned some mic skills.
He
He's
has.
learned some mic skills.
And we all know why
You know what
Triple
I
H
mean?
has never beat him, don't we? Because nothing goes over his head. His reflexes are too fast. He would catch it.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm with you. You know, there's nothing worse than an impending Batista promo. You know.
I quit.
But yeah, he was good.
And it's the fact that it all came from within. He didn't have no script. You could tell.
Brilliant. He wants to, and again, what did I say? I just said that as well. WrestleMania, it's going to happen.
That look he gave Triple H after he said, "Except beat me." Whoa,
That was
I
great.
was just like, "What are you gonna do now?"
Balls in your court.
WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania. It's got to happen. It has to happen. WrestleMania.
I did tweet when
The question is where does it build from? Because to me personally, I would have built it from there.
Obviously, we got to get through Crown Jewel first with DX.
See that to me was a that to me was a big mistake. That to me was a big mistake because I would have built for Kane versus Taker. They could still go that way, Crown Jewel, and do something. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't know, but I would be building for Kane and Taker, but I would start the long build for Triple H versus you've got to give that a few months build. You have to. You have to.
Let's
You
face
don't
it,
want to be. You don't want to be going in, do you, to February
No.
and then starting the build then.
Well,
That'd just be silly.
let's face it, Batista's not going to be busy with Guardians anytime soon.
No.
No. Well, rumors of him fucking Deadpool 3. I was reading the other day, and I was like, no,
And,
man, don't be just
I read he was defecting to DC to do Suicide Squad 2.
DC Suicide Squad 2. Yeah. Do you know what? He'd probably be really, really good as
Bane.
Don't, man. I'd wet me pants. I really would. I think he's too half casty for Bane. That's the problem. Unless they went because I think the Tom Hardy we're going off here. But I think the Tom Hardy Bane was, well, for me, was superb because I don't really like the comic book Bane, but Batista could do the comic book Bane.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? With all the pipes and shit. I reckon he could get away with that. Like I say, there's not just that. There's shit tons of characters he could probably pull off with his Suicide Squad. We will have to see because the rumors are Joker's not even going to appear in it.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be about him anyway. That's what a lot of people were upset about in the first one. But we are getting off topic here. I had one thought when Evolution came out, and that's if this segment doesn't end with Randy Orton, RKO, and Ric Flair, then his whole psychopathic gimmick has been for nothing.
And it didn't happen.
Because he has been demented and twisted for months now.
Isn't Ric Flair like the only legend Randy Orton hasn't? Has he ever been against Ric Flair?
Yeah,
he's been against him.
Okay, so he has. Okay.
He hasn't really been a
that would have
bastard
been quite
with him.
cool. That could have been quite cool. Legend killer.
Well, I mean, 2004, they're right? The steel cage match at Taboo Tuesday.
That would have been quite cool, but
well, we were also missing the big one. So Big Show's returns last week. He's a face. He loses to Randy Orton. This week he's a heel.
They've done it again.
They've done it again.
I love it, man. I love it. That's it. Big Show, man. The only guy that can turn heel and face within a 48-hour period, man.
So now we're gonna get the New Day against the Bar and the Big Show. Well, you know what the spot is. Well, you know what the spot is. Big E's gonna get him up for the big ending.
Big E retire Big Show at Mania.
Yeah. and just bury him in pancakes.
Bury him in pancakes.
For fuck's sake.
I am happy to see the Bar win the titles again, though.
Oh,
I'm not. I have to be honest. I don't want any of them to be anywhere near the titles. The title picture for me is an absolute shed.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't want to see any of them anywhere near it. I could go through that fucking entire roster, man, and I could just create better tag teams than what we have. The new day of, Usos, man. Look what they're doing with the Usos.
Well, the Usos beat Daniel Bryan and then
They
AJ
did.
Styles this week.
You know, but that's for me. But look what they're doing with them. You know, the new day. I mean, I'm gonna give the Usos major credit here, because I don't think the new day would be as successful anywhere as successful as they are if it wasn't for the Usos. You know, they all right. You could say, yeah, but their success came on Raw.
Yeah, but I don't think they'd have been taking it seriously if it wasn't for that Usos feud.
No, exactly. That battle rap created everything.
Did you
It
be
all
Jamaican?
You know, the slur about Roman Reigns, I thought that was fucking outstanding.
Rated R like Xavier Woods.
You know, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I just thought it was brilliant. They wouldn't be anywhere without the Usos, and I just think it's quite sad that the Usos are kind of like, I don't know, just excuse the fun, faded away.
And classify
You know what I
themselves
mean?
as obsolete.
Yeah, it's obsolete. Yeah. If I'm honest, I mean, you got Ray's there now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? I would love. I would have been a great thing for me to see the Ray. Actually, I want Ray and Almas.
I want it too.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want Ray and Almas.
There was one move in that match between Ray and Jeff where time sort of stood still when Ray did that slide under the ropes to the to the outside. He just sort of stood up and like, fuck, I pulled it off.
With Nakamura, yeah, that's great.
He didn't tear his quad or anything.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Well, Undertaker came out and said, "Rest in peace."
Oh yeah, Undertaker came out for a 10-second promo.
Fuck it, again. See, this might sound so freaking selfish to a lot of people, but I really don't fucking care anymore.
No.
I haven't cared for years. It doesn't even get a nostalgia hit for me anymore. Because to me, it just screams desperation. And it's whose part? Where is the desperate? You know what I mean? Where is it? Is it WWE? Is it Taker? Because I hear a lot of people saying he won't retire. It's him that holds the cards to his retirement. And I think, and I don't want to be thinking like that, because if it is down to Taker when he retires, yeah, to me, it's quite selfish. If that is the case, you know what I mean? Because to me, it's you've got nothing to offer the business anymore in terms of where you were. You set the pedestal for, you know what I mean? The man's never been draped in gold. Do you know what I mean? He's never been about hogging the limelight. He's always been about character, dominance, psychological, owning the man. You know? And I just wouldn't like to think that he's holding out for one more match every year. I think the fact that he's pushed himself to a limit this year more than he's done in years means that it's coming to an end this year. Not next year. It's done. He'll be the first person inducted. Because you remember that we said this a couple of weeks ago. The first induction happens normally on the night of Survivor Series or on the Raw after. So I expect it to be Taker. If it's not, I'll be very, very shocked. If we see Taker at Mania next year,
Well, from what I read this week, it's going to be his last match at WrestleMania this coming year. And he will be the first person in the Hall of Fame.
I don't even want to see a match at Mania, man. I really don't. The only way you could convince me that match is acceptable at Mania is if it was Sting.
But that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, Sting's not coming out of retirement.
No.
I think some people were complaining that SmackDown didn't really deliver on the 1000 thing, but
it was shit.
Yeah, we got to see Vicky Guerrero and Teddy Long and John Laurinaitis. That was about it.
Yeah, I felt there was a good balance between nostalgia and current stuff, but it all felt rushed. Because if you look at the first segment, they rushed into the first match. Rey Mysterio's match, they cut straight to the Undertaker's entrance.
I didn't like it. I didn't think there was enough. I thought it should have been a 3-hour episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it should have been a 3-hour episode, and there was a lot more to kind of look back on with the history of SmackDown. I'm not going to have anyone freaking say to me, "Oh, yeah, The Rock should have been." Fuck The Rock. Honestly,
he brought it via satellite, via tweet.
Keep The Rock to yourself, like, you know. I would have liked to have seen. I don't know, a fun. If you were going to bring back The Rock, I would have liked to have seen The Rock in a segment with Lillian Garcia.
Oh yeah, talking about the pie.
Oh, talking about you want a little rock strudel.
Or to Jerry.
Oh yeah.
You know, Tajiri and Regal. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
That would be. You know what I mean? I wanted to see. I didn't want to see that everyone had either held a world title or thrown down our neck. I wanted to see the little things. You know what I mean? That made you smile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Vicky Guerrero outbursts, you know what I mean?
Funaki was missing from that opening package.
Funaki did, I know, and Funaki did go on Twitter and say SmackDown #1 announcer wearing the old SmackDown shirt.
That opening package was 5 minutes long, and there wasn't even a single clip of Funaki.
Steve Blackman and Al Snow.
Yes, said cheese.
You know what I mean?
Chester McCheesington.
Funny.
Okay.
You know, it was just a little.
Well, yeah, well, besides
a little thoughtless, I thought. A little thoughtless.
Well, yeah, well, besides the GMs, we got the whole thing where Kurt Angle was on commentary, Jerry Lawler and Booker T were on commentary for the New Day match. I mean, it was underwhelming. It really was. And I mean, did you guys like the True TV segment where he was dancing with the McMahons?
I love Truth, man.
That was great.
I love
Dance break.
With Truth and Ariana Grande. I mean, Carmella.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? Truth gets a in-ring segment with the man.
Yep.
That's it. That's a sign that he's made it. Wouldn't that be a great little segment with Truth next week? We're gonna get a world title shot. I made it. Got in the ring with Vince McMahon.
It was cool, but at the same time, there wasn't really any point to the McMahons being there.
It really wasn't.
The segment was just over like that. Oh, okay, is that it? They came out just to dance, and the third dance break, Shane went straight for Carmella.
I did. I saw that. Shane's a pimp. Shane's a man. Here comes the money, all right.
Vince almost went for his daughter.
Last one, 40 God. Oh my God.
Come to daddy.
There's not many things I agree with Vince on, but I do agree with what he said on one thing.
What's that?
We don't need to see Shane and Stephanie fucking bicker.
That is very true.
I hate it. Every time they're just talking over each other.
Oh, Butcher, I meant to say this. He made his debut last week. Mike Kanellis on 205 Live.
That was exactly what my next thing was.
Nice.
Earning up in Yolof. Yes.
He attacked Lindsay Dorado.
Brilliant. It just for me, it's still the main problem is still the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm reading right, they're gonna fix it by bringing Zack Ryder. Oh.
I heard it. Well, he's got to drop the weight like Cedric did for the Cruiserweight Classic.
Unbelievable.
Zack Ryder on 205 Live.
You're right.
Oh, we're missing the big one here, guys. I love myself.
Well, I don't think we were missing it. We were just saving it till last.
My bad. Okay, my fault. Yeah.
Edge was great. he felt very human. He almost felt like he was, I don't know, like a recovering. He was
alcoholic.
Not even alcoholic. It was just like he was recovering from something. You know? He was just like, please listen to me.
I was also very happy.
I've seen some stuff, man, and some things. I wouldn't recommend it.
Did you get? Were you happy to hear Tony Chimmel say the rated R superstar?
Yeah, but the pyro was missing.
Oh yeah,
that's it. I hate the fact that they don't use pyros anymore.
I know.
Even if it was just for Edge, because it just felt weird when he just sort of threw his hands up and nothing happened.
On this day, I see clearly. Wow. I miss him so much.
I don't think I appreciated him until he retired, to be honest.
Like you mentioned.
No, I agree with that. You know, you don't realise what he actually did, do you? I mean, you go back and you look at his feuds. You know what I mean? John Cena, arguably one of the greatest feuds.
Yeah.
That was another one that wasn't in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on.
That was turns. It was turns. That was more like turn on your best friend. I think that thing was. But of greatest feuds, Edge has probably been in possibly. If you were going to put it on a top five feuds of all time, possibly top 10, Edge would have at least 3 in there.
Oh yeah,
you know, easily. You know what I mean? You've got to be looking at Taker, John Cena.
Oh man, it's rough.
I would say it would possibly between
Jeff Hardy.
Well, yeah, the Hardys and the Dudleys.
Yeah. Did he? I'm trying to think now. I can't remember. No, mind you, he wouldn't because The Rock had gone round about then. RVD had a good feud with.
Yeah, 2006 for the title. Yeah,
Christian turned on him as well after King of the Ring.
Yeah, but I think you've definitely got to talk about John Cena.
Yeah, that was
John
a great feud.
Amazing.
I will tell you
really
good. I was so happy that he mentioned the match with Eddie Guerrero, the no DQ match from SmackDown, because I remember that Eddie Guerrero feud.
Yeah, and it got a great Eddie chance.
Yeah.
The tear in my eye.
I know. Did you guys watch the WWE Untold on Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah.
It was great.
He's just done a Phoenix, Daz.
With many.
He's just done a Phoenix.
I know.
Yeah, no, but...
So, before we start breaking down, yes, Becky Lynch comes out and she pulls a brilliant heel swerve, and she's like, yeah, you know, you're right. Ah, fuck you.
Get out of the chomps, Ray.
You know what they're talking about? The typical fucking dirt sheet man nonsense about having a fractured jaw. Come on, man. She got speared through a freaking thingy last week. They're gonna take chances on bumps like that if your jaw's knackered. It's silly. A hairline fracture or a hairline fracture to a jaw is worse than a broken jaw. Because it can travel. You know what I mean? Fucking silly, man. She got nothing wrong with her apart from the fact that she's excellent at the minute. Can't be touched. Poor Asuka though, man.
Oh, I know. Dude, I know. I'm right there with you on that.
I kind of felt bad for Edge when Charlotte came out and they started brawling, because all these refs and trainers start coming out and trying to scramble around, and Edge just standing there like, I physically can't do anything.
I know. Yeah, I felt bad. I noticed that he's just standing in the background. I'm like, yeah, if his neck wasn't effed up, he would have pulled them off each other.
Oh, and Becky dropped the neckline. Don't hurt your neck on the way out of the ropes.
Oh man, I loved it.
That was cracking heel. That was awesome. Bit faultless, but I thought, yeah, do you know what? There's your heat. That's Tama Tonga heat right there. That's, you know what I mean? Yeah, say what all the people. Even I said it a while ago about Becky Lynch. She's too nice.
Not anymore.
Too nice. No. That's the shit that gets you remembered, man. She's at a point now where she's got to create herself a legacy as a heel. We're not talking Charlotte heel. We're talking fucking stand out from the crowd. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think she's gone now from kind of anti-hero to full heel.
Fucking brilliant. It's amazing.
So, obviously we got to fit 2 showdowns in this week, so it is promo climax time. And Mike and Butcher are both in action this week, representing Block A and Block B respectively. Which one shall I play first?
Play mine.
Here it is for you lovely people.
So it is finally time for promo climax round 3 and what may be the Burn and Blue Blazers' last ever promo in this tournament. And you know it was going to happen. Slick Rick made the call and the boys of Evolution are going to ride once more. Now before I get to my opponent in round 3, I thought maybe I'd take this opportunity when I've got the boys of Evolution by my side, take this opportunity to give a little mention to those other participants, let's say, in this tournament who have maybe not had a chance to address and also have tried to spit in the Burn and Blue Blazers milk. Tony Kirkendall. Or should I say? Mate, stay away from that microphone. Michael Larkin, another one in this tournament. The podcast machine. The most fucking contradictive person in the land. Michael, did you think that was good? Yeah, it was brilliant. Oh, well, Mike, I thought that was rubbish. No, I agree as well. Make a decision, man, and stick with it. Who else we got? Robert Davis. Right. You do promos in your pants, and Slick Rick, he likes what he sees. So, my boy, you may get a call to join the fucking boys of the Evolution and take over SmackDown. Even though, like, we're on SmackDown 1000, but we've not ever been on. Shh. Teddy P. De Niro. Dude, whatever you're smoking, hit a brother up. Evolution, they want to taste that good stuff. Carry on just lying down and doing what you're doing. Evolution, we like you. You could be our Booker. No. And who else do we have in this tournament? A man that feels he can address the Burn and Blue Blazer, calls himself the greatest podcaster in the world. This is one Mia Blackbean Costello, the man who tags in half of fucking the world in his posts and gets like not that many fucking views. That is Block B. Block B of Promo Climax, which is why I'm talking to you right now. It's round 3 time, as I said, and my opponent is the Butcher. The Butcher, the biggest heel in the business. Right. You're boring. You're just boring. It makes you make yourself look like an idiot. Wait, let's say somebody will post something somewhere on the internet, because the internet really offends the Butcher. Remember that, people. It really offends the Butcher. And if you don't agree with him, he will let you know. So something will go on there. The greatest matches ever. If the Butcher doesn't like what you've put, you're in for a good time. So here's round 3. It's me and you, Butcher. We go back a long way. And this is not the Burn and Blue Blazer talking to the Butcher. This is David Burnham talking to David Gillum. Promo round 3. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a war. And you just remember, Owen was never a nugget.
Huh. That was very interesting. I know, yes, I'm very contradictive.
Play mine, Daz.
No, you're not, Mike.
Play mine. Come on, play it.
Okay.
I want to hear Larkin's response.
RWT, Max Wrestling Podcast, Promo Climax Week 9. Bar's been set by 2 people, possibly 3. The third I'm still on the fence with. Emir Blackbean Costello, Robert Davis. You've set the standard. And that comes from the man that believes he's the greatest. Moni, I think you're riding a wave that doesn't mean that I don't like you. Much love, my darling. Much love. But promo climax week 9. Dave Burnham versus... No, wait. The Blue Blazer Dave Burnham. You know? It's funny. It's funny because, you know, I know how much Owen Hart means to you, Burnham. I know how much he means to you. Hell, I love the guy too. But you see, me and you don't share the same amount of love for your love of, well, your podcast says it all. Our era. The ruthless aggression era. You see, I think the ruthless aggression gave us a lot of good stuff, but mostly bad. You know? Gay tag teams. You know? Shitty wrestlers. One of which has just added a 6 move of doom. Fuck. You know, we definitely don't share the same opinion at times. But we know each other well. You know the length I will go to secure this. You know, I will not be shafted again. Max Wrestling, Dazzy Dangerously. I will not be shafted again. No. You see, this man doesn't forget. And many, believe it or not, I'm going to let you in a secret. I never forgave for what you did. You didn't ask me. You used your strongest man on a battlefield. And you abused his goodwill. Now you see, Dave Burnham may state that Owen wasn't a nugget. Quite frankly, I couldn't give a fuck. Dave Burnham, I'm going to drop you quicker than Owen fell. And now I'm going to move on to Max Wrestling. Don't think for a second. That I forgot you. This promo climax was my idea. A way to boost Max Wrestling's ratings, and then RWT came on board. Great-minded people, think-alike people. You see, securing glory is all that we need. That's it. You know, and like a man once said, one of my idols, I am willing to lie, cheat, and steal. You see, the lies that I would be willing to tell, they're not necessarily lies. You see, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. As far as cheating, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. And stealing, I always steal the show. You know why? Because I can. Week 9. See you soon, Burnham. See you soon. Last time we'll see you. This will be the last time we see you. You know? NWO. had a hell of a ride. How many times would you be willing to tear your quad? I only need to tear it once. You're done. Goodbye. Bang!
The winner, by the way, between Butcher and Burnham will, of course, top Block A. So those 2 points could make all the difference.
Mike.
Fucking Mike.
Fucking Mike.
Okay.
How much did you miss of that?
No, we got the whole thing, and all I gotta say is, wow, you with the Scarface line, and
say, man, Dazzy's gonna give me bonus points.
Wow.
I cheat, steal, man. Always tell the truth even when I lie.
Burnham was very creative as well. Like I said, it's a tough one, but both were very good this week. I will say that both were very.
Burnham had nothing. Burnham had nothing on me. That's why he had to freaking compete with Block B. He had nothing on me, man. Dried up freaking nobody. Fucking sinking quicker than his podcast.
And again, this match could be the deciding match with Block A. But of course, we do have Daniel Crimmins versus Moni Lynn next week in the final Block A match. So, quick reminder, go to maxwrestling.net.
She's got to do a promo. She's got to do a promo, man. She can't fucking not do a promo. She can't keep fucking talking. So, hey. So, no.
Wow.
She can't, man.
It's true, but it's terrible.
She can't, man. She can't. You know what I mean? She's using the perfect thing, man, to get to win it, man. She's flashing cleavage. And I mean, I can't take my eyes off, you know what I mean? Yeah, we are recording, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, see Monique.
We're live. We're live.
She's riding that. She's riding that wave of seduction. That's what she's doing.
Well, that's how the whole
me,
Divas
honey
thing.
bunny.
That's how the Divas got ahead.
And me and her are them two people sat in the cafe in Pulp Fiction. Honey bunny. we are. That's me and Monique. We're there with them two people. Any of you motherfuckers move, and I'll execute every last motherfucking one of you.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. So that is the Block A match for this week. And the match from Block B, which is Mike Larkin versus Robert Davis.
What's going on, RWT? This is Mike Larkin representing the Max Wrestling Podcast, the host of The Future is Now on RWT, and the current reigning and defending Knowledge Champion. Now, promo climax, we're all having a lot of fun with this. I took on De Niro, I took on Amir. A lot of fun with this promo climax. And now this week, I got Robert Davis. Now, Robert, I like you, man. I really do. You're a good friend of mine. You're my bud. We both like music. We both like wrestling. It's a winning combination for me. But, Robert, here's the thing with you, man. And I'm going to give you a little ditty. It ain't about Jack and Diane. It's about Mike Larkin and Robert Davis. We're talking about this matchup and promo climax here. Robert, you want to talk about your evil eye and, just being all evil and all this and just whatever. You're going to talk about your eyes. You're going to give me your crazy eyes. Ooh, I'm so scared. Robert, let me tell you something, man. In life, we are sinners. We all sin. We do. We all sin. We are sinners. There's two sides to everybody. And when I look at you, man, it's plain and simple. I look at you and I say, you know what? I spit on your eyes. I spit on evil. The devil has tried to come at me for 8 years, and every time I just did what you just saw there. I spit in its face. I'm spitting in your face, Robert. Why? Because you want to come at me with an evil eye? Want to give me crazy eyes? Ooh, booga. Robert. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to take your evil eye. I'm going to pluck it out. I'm going to put it in my mouth and I'm going to spit it right back at you, Robert. Robert Davis, in life, sometimes you got to play God. And Robert Davis, I'm going to cut you down. And that is music to my ears.
Didn't see you there. So here we are in Promo Climax week number 3. So you guys already know that I'm a multiple-time champion in RWT. I'm here, I'm there, I'm a little bit of everywhere. I'm the most must-see in all of RWT. But what you guys didn't know is that I'm also the RWT statistician. So what it is that they actually call me? The Stat Man. So I've been working on a formula today as to why I'm not only going to defeat my opponent this week, Mr. Larkin, I am also going to win the Promo Climax. So I've been crunching some numbers, doing a little long division, addition, subtraction, all that good stuff, and I've come up with this formula, the Climax equation, if you will, as to why I'm not only going to win this week, next week, and the following week after that, month, match, whatever. It's all irrelevant at this point because I'm going to win it. And I want to take this opportunity to show you guys. So let's get started. So first off, we're going to take the number of victims Butcher has probably slayed over the years with his promos, and it's well over 9,000. I can tell you this much. On cold days in November when the wind hits the northeast direction, Butcher's words are just like poison and everybody dies in his path. But when Butcher actually speaks, I'd have a hard time paying attention. So we're going to take that number, we're going to divide it by 7,000, and it's going to get us to the actual number of promos that Mr. Dinero might win, which is 0. That may be different at the time you guys see this, but I highly doubt it. We're going to take the chance of Mr. Larkin actually defeating me this week, which is no chance in hell. We're going to add the appeal of one Mr. Amir Blackbane's actual promos and the fierceness that he wishes to proclaim in his promos here, which is also 0, because he's not intimidating, because the guy is constantly smiling, and the promos are just not threatening. Sorry, buddy. We're going to take the best face in the business, Mr. Daniel Crimmins, and we're going to divide that by the actual confidence Mr. Kirkendall had in actually being victorious, seeing he hasn't won a promo yet and has failed to deliver on what he was actually going to do. So that brings us to a round number of 0. But there's not, it's not over yet. There's still hope. We've got quite a couple of weeks to go here. Now we're going to add in the ridiculousness of Mr. Burnham's promos, which, side note by the way, Mr. Burnham, I haven't watched any promos throughout this whole climax, really, because I just don't give a shit. But I've actually did watch 2, and they were both yours, and I found them very entertaining, so bravo, good sir. You still suck, though. I mean, I just want you to know that. So we're going to take all that ridiculousness, we're going to factor in everything else together. We're going to add in Monty Lynn. I think she's a 10, but you subtract about 7, and that will bring her to a 3.5, which will take that 0 and turn it into a -3, which is going to get us the results of the equation here as to why I am going to win the Promo Climax.
Fucking
Well,
amazing.
that's it for this week. You can catch me at Dazzy NWP. Is the Butcher still suspended?
Hang on, guys. Hang on.
Well, one account still suspended, but
He's been working. I've been working on a way, and I just thought, you know what, guys? You can get me at best heel in the business. So that's BHITB at 69 Butcher. I ain't losing my account because I'm still at 69 Butcher. But it's best heel in the business before. Oh, yeah.
And Mike, what have you got for people this week?
It's actually at best heel in the business.
Oh, I forgot you didn't actually say that.
69 Butcher.
I forgot you didn't actually say the handle.
Okay. I'm sorry. He kind of broke me there once he said he's got to cut a promo. That's the whole thing, Moni. I'm sorry. I got to keep my composure. Okay. You can follow me at SM Show 1 or at MCL92 on the Twitter machine. StephenMikeShow.com is the website, and the SoundCloud's MC Larkin92. I just did an interview yesterday with adult star Sasha Hart talking about her scenes in the adult industry and directing in the adult industry. And yeah, I got some more coming.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
Nice. Nice. Send them my way.
Okay.
And you know where to find us on social media. It's at Max Wrestling UK, also Max Wrestling Interactive on Facebook, and we're on SoundCloud, YouTube, and iTunes. Make sure you check out maxwrestling.net. Join us next week for the 10th week of the promo climax as Daniel Crimmins takes on Moni Lynn in the final match from Block A. Also, there is an announcement coming next week for a very special upcoming Max Wrestling episode, so stay tuned. And we must now bid you adieu, goodbye, and good night.
Bang! Bang! Come on. I shot him 6 times!